Welcome back to LightWave Guru. And Pixim on YouTube wrote me a little message, and I show us all that message. Hi, LV Guru, pretty good. The final touch could be some air pressure variations on the tires. And then my answer is there is no problem. So I would show that, yeah? Quick. My solution now. Then the simple reason is the geometry is very high polygonal, yeah? I showed in the first behind the scenes version, you can see it here. That's really much stuff, yeah? Much polygons. And if you want to build, for example, a deform setup with a deform filter in Bullet, no chance. Yes, so you cannot build a physical solution with Bullet in that case, or you work with a proxy. That's all complicated. Yeah, it's kompliziert, sagt man im Deutschen. It's complicated. So the next solution was, okay, we have the raycast node and nodal motion. Let us do that. Yeah. So you see here, if the Bullet started, I do now the following. I cut out only the gum from the wheel, and bring it into an extra layer. Then I recalculate the Bullet with, you can see it here, for example, you can see it here that blue part here, yeah. That's what the maximum the tires can go flatten, yeah. And that means you have here now a difference, yeah, between that what you see if the tire is not flattened or not, it's not inflate, and if it's then flattened. And that's the reason that I rebuild the setup for the Bullet, for the wheels a little bit, and recalculate the simulation, and then I put the gum from the wheels under, you can see it here, the shock absorber, so that the gum under the wheels geometry, and then I put and place the tire transformer, I call that null, so under the shock absorber, and then I link it with nodal motion, and that works very fine. That's cool. So if I pick up now here that null and go to its nodal motion, under motion options you will find it here, nodal motion. You see that's connected here with raycast geometry, and there, that's my moon surface, yeah, that's my test area, and link it on them and put it in position, and that's all. That's what I have done now, and it works. Yeah, so you have now combined the Bullet simulation for the car with the nodal motion items for the nulls or the null objects, and if you now drive with the car, the nulls would raycast the ground, yeah, and then deform with a procedural texture displacement named, the name is value, then the wheels. Yeah. So if I change now here the view to full shaded mode, you can see it. Yeah. That's that all wheels would be then deformed. And what we can do now is, if you take one from that wheels, for example that here in front, and go to the properties here, to the texture displacement, you can see here how it works. Yeah, that's two simple layers, and the reference object is the null, and the rest is here a little bit fall off and rotation and position and so. And you can now define with a value here, with the two values, in what way that tire will deform. Yeah, For example, the second here have a fall off the spherical, and that makes that effect on the wheels. Yeah. So, and if you now start the simulation, it's not more real time, but it works. Yeah. So you can then see that the wheels are flattened and deflatten if the null checks his position on the ground, and then flatten and deflatten the wheels. Yeah. As next, I would render it, and then you can see it, and I render the next version then also with motion blur, so that we have motion blur for camera, for the objects, and so on. Yeah. So that's what I would show. And Pixum, I hope it's okay for you. Yeah. So what you now do with that deforming method, with that nodal motion, it's what you see is what you get. Yeah. So I think that's a good method to simulate a little bit that the wheels or the gum then have a little bit pressure on the wheels. Yeah. It's not too much, but it is. Yeah. So you can here see it exactly, that it would be flattened then, and so the wheels and the car is tight on the ground. Yeah. We would see what it looks like in animation. I made some test renderings, and I think it works. So I let it now render, and then we will see. I showed then us next here on my channel. So happy Christmas as all. Later, bye.